But I think that the sustained nature of this, as you say, is really part of the problem, and the social changes that are coming about. The changing the way we think about work, the nature of employees' relationships to their organizations, the way people feel about moving from one organization to another, and the generational transitions that also inform that. So the level of complexity is enormous. I think that one of the differences today is that CEOs, in addition to all of the everyday challenges that are par for the course for the leadership role, need to be exquisitely attuned to the political and social environment around them. And one of the challenges, for instance, there is that leaders are increasingly being drawn into what some perceive to be a void of moral leadership at the highest levels of government. And so business leaders and leaders of other institutions, academic institutions and institutions in the arts, are being asked to step into that void and comment on the pressing social issues of the day. And it's not so easy to figure out which ones to comment on and which ones to hold back on. But even if you do choose to say something about it, how to do that in a increasingly diverse and fast-paced environment.
Right. And I think you had remarked to me a couple of months ago about that and the influence that the employee base has on the CEO today. And I would suspect that speaking out on some of these issues also has to keep in mind your employee base.
Exactly. I mean, the employees are diverse. The larger the company, the more diverse. And of course, it varies from industry to industry as well. But the CEOs always have to be mindful of their multiple stakeholders. They have a diverse employee base. They have diverse customers, investors, other people who are interested in the organization, and they're all paying attention. All those stakeholders are paying attention to what a CEO says and does. And so while it's impossible to please everyone, that would be a kind of fool's errand, really. But CEOs do need to be mindful of the sensitivities, while also taking a stand on issues that matter to them and to their organizations. In fact, I would just to add one thing, Bill, is that the CEOs that I have the privilege of advising as to how to grapple with these kinds of questions, while there's no clear right answer, I think that the CEOs who I think have handled this thorny problem pretty well are those who have decided to comment on the issues that are most directly relevant to their organizations rather than on every single issue. They could be issuing a press release or a statement just about every day, but then they wouldn't be doing their day job.